Morning folks, we're at actual real fashion shoot this morning. Yep, it's a Polish fashion shoot here on Whitehall. Funny thing is, she's got pretty much zero chance of getting it cleanly and clearly because there are just too many people. And obviously not everyone is going to stop to let them take their pictures. So look, I mean, they pretty much got zero chance of having a good photo shoot here. Now the interesting thing is, if we pan the camera around, guys, it is bustling and hustling. Look how many people there are. Absolutely crazy. What I can't understand is why they've chosen this side to try and do it instead of the other side, especially as you have the phone boxes on the other side. Curious, eh? I mean, I would ask, but there are way too many people here, which is problematic. Not for me, but for them. I wonder if perhaps they're not familiar. Maybe I'll mention some photographer. But that, folks, is the reality of Instagram Reels. It's all completely fake. Like so many things in this world, but hey, let's tell them the good news. 1 second. Girls, best place if you're doing photo shoot is the red phone box on the corner. This phone box, the phone box just here, facing back this way with Big Pen.
Yeah, we just started.
Ah. Polish. Yeah? Okay, they're Polish. Apparently they just started. She didn't really know, she was just lying. But that's fine. She was totally confused. Okay, over we go. Ah, folks. Wait. Yesterday was an interesting one. Not from a horse guard's perspective, but from an entirely different perspective, folks. Oh, goodness me. It actually was quite funny. 1 second, let me get to the phone boxes. And we're not going to dawdle there for very long because horse guards will be opening up any minute after the morning inspection. Part of the underpass here is closed, not because of yesterday, but because they are actually renovating the toilets. Yes. Ready for the new tourist season. So it says nearest toilet to Westminster Pier. Now, remarkably, folks, word spread pretty quick about the idea of exposing the scammers. Okay? Not really surprising. Scammers often tend to group together, and word was spreading. There's a little group, they've got a little group where the spammers talk to each other about how to spam and how to avoid. Actually, guys, let's not stop here because I've just realised there's music playing. Ah, that's gonna kill the video. Wait, let me get back a bit. Okay, so let's get back a bit and turn when the audio is way out of the way. A couple of seconds, not a problem, but if it maintains throughout a section of the video might get pulled for copyright. Meanwhile, we can enjoy the glorious blue skies. So the spammers, not all spammers, but a few of the spammers were in the group, and word was going around in the little group, I know this because my friend's in it, that John the meanie was going to expose spammers. To define spammers, guys, those that are posting salacious rubbish, clickbait nonsense, which is becoming a huge problem. Not from my perspective, personally I couldn't care less, but let's just say I've had a lot of DMs about it from some of the troopers, and they're really not happy about the way things are at the moment. So, yes, chit-chatting about, John the meanie is going to expose us. What should we do about it? Anyway, interestingly enough, someone that we know and love in different ways, love-hate, should we say, a certain busker in the park was very kind enough to privately record a conversation that he had with one of the biggest spammers on YouTube, a guy called Abdullah Madella, spammer. Now, spammer Abdullah, who works for the Marriott Hotel Group, had a little chat, not knowing that he was being recorded by Busker. So thank you, Busker, for sharing the recording with me. It's very kind of you. And in the recording, Busker and Spamdullah were chatting about what are we going to do if John exposes spammers. You see, guys, half of the idea of exposing the scammers is to make them worried before it even happens. worried and concerned with anticipation. Oh, when are we going to be exposed? How are we going to be exposed, etc. I mean, I haven't said 100% I'm going to expose anyone. I simply said, what do you all think I should do in the comments? Because I'm sure you'd agree. I'm always very careful with my words. So the exposure process is digging a little bit deeper. As far as I'm concerned, if troopers are upset with certain behaviours among people that are filming, because it's interfering in some respects in their personal life, I personally think that it's completely reasonable to delve into the personal lives of those that are doing the spamming. I'm sure a lot of you would agree. Hence mentioning that a certain notorious spammer works at the Marriott Hotel. Now, obviously I haven't decided what to do with that information, but to those of you that sent me lots of info on some of the spammers, you are legends, guys. Thank you. Good job. I was genuinely surprised, actually, because you've got to be a bit dense to have a major public profile when you're a spammer. Then again, spammers are not particularly intelligent, hence having to resort to spamming. So we'll decide, guys, slowly what we're going to do, and at some point it might all, the proverbial that is, hit the fan. Anyway, that's enough about that for this morning. The spammer dossier is growing by the hour, and good job everybody so far that's been helping out with that. Much appreciated. Now, as I mentioned, guard change, next guard change is tomorrow, but sorry, regimental inspection this morning. It might possibly still be ongoing. My money will be on it, probably in all likelihood. Have just finished. Notice this chap is cleaning the street, making sure the ground is nice and dirt and detritus free for all of the tourists that are no doubt going to swarm out in the sunshine. Now, weird enough, guys, it feels like it's about 20 degrees, but the base temperature is 12 and the humidity is low, so I've got no idea why on earth it feels so warm. I'm good, look at this, flipping hell. How do we even get through with this many people? Yikes, there's nothing, they're not actually filming anything, look. There's precisely nothing going on beyond the gates. Plus it's gloomy there as well. No sunshine for the officers from the Met who are guarding Downing Street, curiously. So assuming that morning inspection's over, and I'm pretty sure if it hasn't just finished, it'll be finishing any moment. We might, very small chance, might get to see Mr. Mond. I mean, if this is day 3 he's been there and not been out, I'm sure you'd agree, folks, that's somewhat curious. But wow, what a morning. Look at this, look at the sky, folks. I know that it's not a fault with my camera, it really is that glorious. I mean, you can see it. Look how the green explodes against the blue sky. Thoroughly wonderful morning. Oh, I think. Wait, is there another protest? Is there another protest today? No. No? You're a one-man band.
Always.
Hey, take it easy, brother. Okay, he's happy. He's a one-man band of protest, as he said. Always. It's a pity, actually. I mean, I would, regardless of the cause, I would always admire people that are willing to go it alone. I think it's that innate rebel instinct, which I myself suffer from, folks. It's a bit of an affliction. Gosh, it looks to me. Oh, one other thing I should mention. Completely forgot. Winter order. Today, the troopers should be in winter order. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they're not. Actually, wait, they are. If we just look, the boxman's in winter order. As I said, it's unseasonably warm, so they could delay the winter order, but they haven't. They're actually wearing the long coats. And remarkably, the gates are just opening. I think we timed it spot on, folks, this morning, which is extraordinary. Yeah, they just opened the gates. We just arrived. Look at that. You would not believe it, would you, if I hadn't seen it on the camera? Spot on with the timing. Oh, lots of people. And lots of amazing light. Oh, good. I'm good. I've got a few scared looking faces over there. Maybe why that I'm going to be exposing the spammers. Why? What? Why am I exposing them, or why are they worried?
Why are they worrying?
Well, they're worrying because I'm guessing, like you and I, they're honourable people. So that's why they're worrying. See the looks already. Busy this morning.
That day I see your first company.
Oh, in fact, the same. Thinking back, yeah, I wasn't here yesterday. I already knew that it was going to be closed yesterday before, so I didn't come out yesterday. So we definitely didn't miss anything, 100%. Right, folks. Oh, hold on a second. It is the gatesman, the magnificent gatesman that we saw owning those heavy, high boots. He's back as a boxman on the horse. I'm actually delighted by that because it means that, as we know, he takes no nonsense whatsoever. It's so funny, folks. The second I walked up, we just noticed it. Spammers were just like, uh-oh. Here he is. The dirty looks. Classic. Best way to sow uncertainty and fear, folks, is by keeping things vague, which is what we're going to do. We're going to keep it all very, very vague in terms of what happens next. In other words, there'll be no pre-announcement on this channel. One day it'll just be like bing, and the video will drop, which hopefully you will all enjoy. Now, these are the first people that got stuck at the back this morning. So stuck, trapped, locked out when they close the gates for the morning inspection. We'll have the main body of people, and it will be a very, 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 very large body of people when the palace guard change is finished. Good to see people being careful. Don't look now.
Ja, maar Sherry, weg.
Yeah, you know Charles. Yeah. So a few people had words about him. Apparently, there's a problem.
Already Halloween night.
Oh,
What
in
is?
fact, wait. When is? I don't even know when is Halloween.
What is?
Actually, wait. It was yesterday, wasn't it? I think. Actually, a friend of mine went to a Halloween party yesterday. So if it wasn't actually yesterday, it must have been soon. One tourist has noticed that the trooper is holding a sword. That's quite an interesting observation, guys. I'd never noticed all this time I've been filming here. Apparently that object in the trooper's right hand is indeed a sword. A sharp, tooth-picking sabre. See the massive crowds here, but equally, see how the massive crowds are not going anywhere near the horse. MOD must be delighted, to be quite honest. Oh. The trouble is, this bro on the left is trying to lead his kid over into the box, and she's refusing. So he just plonks her straight in the box. Unbelievable. Oh. So all the people that are bending over, guys, that's not because they think that needs to happen here. It's because they've realised that it would be very impolite to disturb the content of this video. And I agree, it would be very impolite.
Yeah. But they don't want anything touching it.
Well done, guys. See, it can be done beautifully and respectfully. What will that last? No idea. The light in the yard this morning as well, folks. If we pan a teeny weeny bit, you would have noticed it already. Look at that. It's almost like somebody's burning a huge fire in the yard, and you've got the reflections on the stone. Magnificent, isn't it? Interesting enough, one second, let me ask. At some point, did you see who brought the carrot?
Sorry?
Do you see who bought the carrot?
Somebody.
No, it happened before you got here. That's interesting that someone got that close enough though to try it. You think? Yeah, we just noticed, guys, that there's a carrot on the floor. That must have happened before the gates were closed for the morning inspection. No idea if it was actually a successful operation, but it looks to me as though the horsey did actually take a bite from the carrot and it fell on the floor. The hustle and the bustle, people there. Horse-wise, money's on Norseman. I can't see the hoof, guys, from the angle I'm at, but instinctively, if I'm wrong, feel free to post it in the comments. But yeah, that would be my guess. Plenty of people are stopping, getting their pictures, but way outside the box.
Oh no, that's the horse person.
It really is the most beautiful morning for pictures with the horses. And I think actually, Norseman, whilst he's in this light, well deserves picture of the day. Now, a lot of you have asked, guys, where do you find it? Picture of the day. London City Walks Instagram, people. I try to link it at the top of most videos. If it isn't linked, it is linked in the About section on the YouTube page. That is where you can see the picture of the day, or in yesterday's case, the picture of the week was posted. Interesting picture of somebody eating a pear in the trooper's face. Because Norseman doesn't want to look at us. There it is. Good morning.
No. Did you look at the sign?
We almost got him, guys. He's looking over this way. Okay, maybe he's afraid to it's actually going to go up for pictures. I can't quite annoy enough this distance getting the trooper and Norseman. He's a little shy this morning, though, it would seem. I'm expecting people, unless something goes very wrong with the Buckingham Palace crowd, for today to be reasonably chill. And I will try my hardest to concentrate on the horses, first and foremost. Maybe 50% this end, 50% the other end.
Great, thanks, Rob.
Norseman just doesn't want to look this way though, for some reason. Norseman, here we go, there you are. As me saying that, probably isn't Norseman. Actually, wait. Let me take a picture of the hoof, just for reference later. Could I have gotten it wrong? Yeah, possibly.
Fatti più qua. Ci sta la cosa dietro, non mi piace.
Oh, excuse me, get out of the box. This is not Jean-Michael Vincent, guys. Maybe they're shooting the Airwolf reboot here at Horseguards. He's even got the right leather jacket, look. I haven't seen one of those since at least, what, early 90s? Yeah, it's the Italian reboot of Airwolf. I can't put the Airwolf tune in the background in the video, sadly, folks. It'll get it killed for... Oh, he's back, look. I'm trying to remember who else. Who was it? Yeah, Michael Vince's co-star. Was it Ernest Borgnine? I can't remember if it's the right way to pronounce it. Borgnine? The late and great Ernest Borgnine.
You see it?
One curious thing, folks, is that, and I promise it's not my deodorant, I had a good wash last night and again this morning actually. But if we look along the front here, for some reason, despite the fact there are a lot of people here filming, they're almost all at the other end. It's just me and two spammers, look. Huge amount of space for us to film this morning, guys, and for me to be able to talk to you all without being surrounded by spammers galore. I'm going to be careful, guys, as tourists walk past. Why am I thinking that this homie here in the hoodie's pulling over his head so hard? Might be about to be stupid for us. Oh, the gatesman today. Gateswoman today is coming this way, folks, into the camera. Make way. She's simple. He's saying get out of the box, like the white thing on the floor. Ligne blanche. How do you say it in French? Is it la ligne blanche?
La ligne blanche.
Ah, la ligne blanche. Ah, ligne. Ah, ligne blanche. Okay. Yeah, I mean the white line or the white box. Yeah, it's new, so they've been really kind of telling the tourists not to go in the box. You're not allowed to touch the horses anymore. So, yeah, it's a huge problem. Oh. A certain lardy YouTuber. I was in the car's way. That's what happens when you don't concentrate. There he is, look, weaving through the crowd. Oh, goodness me. I don't understand why Hoodie Bro is getting pictures when you can't even recognize himself in his pictures. Okay, let's zoom us back out again. Oh, this time the French is not going to get shouted at. I did say, folks, we could expect some very serious enforcement by this trooper, and there it was. Even the little kid's scared. It's like, what if the soldier shouts at me? This is the way it should be. Yeah, but smart people move around with the phone. You're not going to keep this clip. If it's not me, someone else will be it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why do you think everyone is holding their gimbals? Yes, we've got another new spammer behind me who's standing there with a phone on a pole, expecting that everyone's going to keep out of the way. I've moved briefly, but I'll move back in a second if she's still there. I think that's going to be the best way to deal with the spammers. If they're standing in the same place for a long period of time, walk back. I'll stand right in front. Let's move back a teeny bit, 1 second, folks, and I'll show you across the front the situation this morning. It's going to be a good way, actually. 1 second, look. So we've got new spammer here, who's looking at the camera, actually, with the pole on the floor, and then a couple just beyond. Unbelievable. We'll have a look at the other end in a second. All of this time, the gateswoman was out the front, so she obviously went to the secondary box to talk to her colleague on the other horse. Now it's interesting because the gateswoman is one of the two ladies. I'm not going to use the T word. Somebody mentioned in the comments yesterday that people that are T's often don't like to be called T's. Yes, that word, folks. So we'll simply use gatesman A and gatesman B when referring to the T's. Do you agree, Norseman? That was a moderate shaker there. Okay, let's move. Let's move. That's what I said, let's move, yeah. That was actually pretty funny. Let's move, yeah. Right. To the other end, folks. Spammer heaven. Right, let's have a little look how bad it is. Oh, there we are. In fact, it's actually not as bad as I was anticipating. Problem is I can't move because somebody just decided to abandon their kid right here. No idea whose kid that is. Super odd that you just leave your kid there. It's just weird, in fact, to be honest. I don't get it, folks. There's a baby in a pram right next to me asleep. I'm not going to put the camera on him, but... Sorry. Yours? Somebody will take him in 1 second. Keep an eye on him. Here, honestly. Wow. He's too busy taking pictures of the guard to worry about the kid behind her, completely out of view. Extraordinary. Anyone could have wheeled that pushed off in 1 second. Remarkably, folks, the two spammers that were just next to me have moved. They've gone to the other end. I think we might have a spammer-free experience because the second they see I'm nearby, one, then I'm going to be talking, and two, they probably get worried they're going to be in today's video. How super, eh? Now, I don't know what we're going to get at this end. We know the other troopers on it, so we'll try to focus primarily on the two horses, with a little bit of the yard thrown in. Let's have a quick look, folks. Gosh, it is crazy busy. Look at this. What the flip? That was really shocking, guys. I didn't want to say too much about it because I was surrounded by people, but to leave your little teeny weeny baby. Look at this guy, look at this guy. Is he dumb or what? The second that we march into the yard. It's been a long time since we've seen that happen. I'm laughing. I mean, it's not actually funny. It's completely stupid. But it's the level of stupidity that, to me, in my mind, it makes it funny. I mean, imagine just strolling in. Oh, I fancy a close-up picture. Maybe I'll adjust her helmet while I'm there. Now, rarely, very, very, very rarely, on this side, the gatesman has got the arc of light behind her on the wall. Now, I will try, if all the tourists make a teeny bit of space, to get us a picture. If not, maybe later. But that arc will not last very long, folks. It really won't. Let me see if I can get it quick after this little kid moves. 1 second. It is an extraordinary arc of light we've got there. Yeah, look at that. Let's move out. Gosh, it's very busy. People asking how old you have to be. To join the British Army, that is. I thought actually the sign-up was at 17, but if it's 16, so be it. Do we have 18-year-old troopers on duty here? Possibly. I know at least one that signed up at 18 and did ceremonial here at Horseguards. I'm not recognising the trooper here, in fact, on this side. Looking to me like a new one. Yep, we've got a new blues, folks, on this side of the yard today. Looking very, very, very muted. Maybe not a tourist-friendly blue. Okay, that probably will be the last time that we come into the yard. I did say I would try and concentrate on the front. That will be my plan for today, guys. I would try and avoid the large groups that crowd around the boxes. If I can avoid them, that's going to serve two purposes. One, I won't have to talk in their videos, although I will if I'm surrounded. And two, most importantly, we're here to enjoy the horses, not to engage in conflict. Okay, so let's get ourselves back in the front and see. See? Bingo. Now, the troop that we're looking at here, he was here, in fact, when was I last here? The day before yesterday, Friday. He was here on Friday and things were reasonably... Oh. Telling my photographer to get behind the line. Things were reasonably okay and on point. That Friday video was quite popular with you guys, and I think it was because there was consistent enforcement. And we did see both the troopers telling people to get back behind the line. Now, in terms of showing the line, I will do that when I can, guys, but it's really difficult. Because if I get any closer, I fundamentally block anyone going past the street because the box is 2 feet in front of where I'm standing right now. If I get any further back, we'll have a stream of people walking in front of the camera. So that's the negative part of this huge box that's been painted here, alas. It does massively restrict the public highway. Ta-da! Also, folks, I have a really interesting story. Oh, bro's got a flag. Is he going to unfurl it or not? I've got no idea which flag it is. If he comes over, I'll ask him. Now, unless I'm missing things, folks, you just stroll straight into the box. Okay, this guy apparently is in construction. He's been shopping for some supplies. I think I noticed why most people have moved to the other end. It's flipping boiling at this end in the sunshine. To give you an idea, it might seem like it's empty here. There's no one here, nobody cares, nobody wants pictures. That, guys, is the reality of the front. Look at it. Sorry for the flaring and the sunshine, but you can see there are absolutely hundreds of people here. It is ridiculously, mind-bogglingly busy. There's another new one, that side. New trooper, first day I think.
In the archery?
Yeah, never seen before. Some guy with this German tourist with a camera just walked straight in, took a picture of her right next to her head. Oh. What do we think, guys? See, look, if we film the box, we can get the trooper's head. And I'm not zoomed in. And my camera's... Wait, I can't minus, can I? No, it won't minus, guys. I can't go out to like 0.5 or whatever. I've either got 1 or I can zoom in up to 10 times. But there's no 0.5 fishbowl mode. Plus, it would make everything look like I was filming it through an egg. I'm trying not to go with the camera too much to the left. I mean, look at this. I don't get it. This might be the greatest inconsistency we've seen between two troopers on duty at the same time. Let's hope everybody doesn't follow the lady's lead and march straight up to the horse. Oh man, whoa. What to say, folks? Not allowed in the box. I'll let the images speak more than my words for the moment, people. Oh, I said I wasn't going to use the T word, guys, but hey, the twins are back. Oh, these people are edging it big time. Actually, he really doesn't look as though he enjoys edging, but it's pretty close. Bing bong. Now, is that going to equal another appearance by the magnificent Gatesman? I'll keep an eye out, folks, and move if it does. Actually, let's try and get sort of semi-diagonally. No, not yet. The interesting thing is that there's already a huge line of people waiting for the... Wait, hold on a second. When's the changeover? It must be actually quite soon, thinking about it, because there was morning inspection, so we are going to see the other two horses in this video. It's in 15 minutes. But one tour guide has already put his group all along the line. Which really didn't take long, did it? Oh, she's coming out. Now, respect to the tour guide, he did actually move the majority of his group out of the way, but she still had to raise her voice. Oh, actually, guys, you remember the Spanish tour guide that had a go at me the other day? She's back, look, with her flag. Oh, goodness me. Who's that suspicious looking guy in the blue hat? Actually, wait, I just realised he's an official Adidas model. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's get back to this end while we've got a little bit of space. Sorry, go ahead. Pleasure. One second. The light, folks, is much less flaring at this end. It's a little busy, but I'm happy to wait. So all these people were here first. Lots of Frenchies actually in London. I think it might be school holidays in France. Okay, there we go. We're finally out of the sunshine, guys. No more flaring on the image. Looking a lot better. Gosh. So far in the video, we've seen a few interesting things, actually. This trooper being firm. The other trooper finding his voice. And the gatesman woman, wow. Definitely dealing with that tourist. A YouTuber getting in the guard's way. Not really surprised that happens sometimes. And, most importantly of all, some very happy tourists. Why is that important? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if people are not happy, they wouldn't bother coming here. If they don't come here, there's nothing to film. There's no channel. So I have to be mindful of the fact that the tourists, in part, are responsible for the success of this channel, guys. So I'm going to stand right next to the bollard. That hopefully will ensure that people don't walk in front of the camera. Might not completely exclude it, but it should certainly help the matter. Oh. Mind the gap. US tourist in the grey jacket. It was actually pretty funny. At least he was polite enough to move out of the way and apologise. Okay, he's given up. He's gone to the airport. He's like, that's it. I'm going to get my return right now. I'm not going to wait any longer. Also, folks, I've got today, keeping my neck warm, a glorious poppy neck gaiter. And we're very close to Remembrance Day, so I thought it was about time to pull it out, show my support. I was just thinking to myself, it's been a while since we saw a V, and then boom, it happens. Even her mum was laughing. People are constantly saying to their kids, get closer, but the kids look down, they see the white line. I guess, to be honest, it's probably because most kids go to school, obviously, and they're used to lining up in their playground on or behind a white line. That would certainly explain a lot of why the kids are effectively policing their own parents. And it's an odd phenomenon, but that's what we're seeing here pretty regularly. You would not believe, guys, how much space I've got on my left and my right, hence me being able to talk to you while I'm filming pretty much continuously today. All the spammers are treating me like I didn't have a bath for a month, which, to be honest, is not actually very fair. It's been, I don't know, probably 2.5, 3 weeks since the last bath, so it's not really been a month. Trooper is really, really, really on it. Notice he's super observant about everywhere that gets close. Love to see it, to be honest, folks. No comment. I do find it strange when parents tend to want to push their kids closer to the horse, but now the tour groups are keeping pretty far back today. One lot at this end and another lot at the other end. I think, based on what we're going to see around 12 noon, I'm I'm just thinking, looking over to the yard, that corner spot that we had yesterday, at the moment it's baked in sunlight, so if I do stand there to film, we're not going to get it without massive flaring in the image. I think maybe I'll try and choose a brand new spot in the yard. So here come the police horses. Let's have a quick look at these beauties, and then we'll have a look about what we're going to do in the yard. Thing is, for the moment, look at it. Got some work here with a huge plastic blue tub. Wow, look at these two. Spectacular light this morning. How's about that? Look. Just look at the sky, guys. Okay, so I'm right in front of the gate. What have we got? Okay, we've got Crocodile Dundee in the middle, also in Spamdullah. If we go this way, tons of people, but massive flaring in the image. And the palace crowd is starting to arrive, so I think we'll go and get ourselves back. And this time, 6 minutes to the changeover. What do we do, guys? Yeah, we're going to set this up. I've decided. Executive decision. If the tourists want to actually move instead of all just standing here, we might be able to see something cleanly and clearly. That's a bit better. 1 second. Boom. So we'll plonk ourselves right in front for the changeover. It's too risky, guys, to go in the yard. Half of it is in direct sunlight. The other half has got a massive tourist group. Okay. I'll try and get as much of the box as I can before I get back into bollard spot. Don't worry about me. Sorry, don't worry about me. Just noticed this soldier's really enforcing the new box they painted a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do 4 or 5 vlogs a week here. Yes, it's a YouTube, yeah, so a proper YouTube channel.
So I've seen it, and I watch it, and I watch how many people could touch the reins. Like, get them.
She's had horses in that, so yeah.
I mean, if you were riding your horse, for example, in your local area, and somebody just strolled over and was like, "Hey, let me just borrow your horse for a little bit. You'd be furious, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
So I don't get it either, but I mean, you see the level of stupidity here with some people visiting. It's bad, isn't it?
Andy, look at this.
Yeah.
And then it's got signs that they might buy, and people go off and they wonder why they get a sort of thing. There's a sign there. You take it in your own hands for safety, don't you?
Massively. And it's because some of the most popular horses did bite some tourists that they had to go with this solution.
Oh, it's the same old.
Yeah.
Last time I looked at it, that sign wasn't there, you see. So,
This, I can't remember roughly, but give or take, it's been about a month-ish since they painted the white box and the weird "Don't touch the dinosaur" sign at the bottom. It does look like a dinosaur. Look. That's been there for about 2-ish months, maybe 2.5. But they keep sort of adding little bits to try and keep people back. But
they still don't get the still I don't know whether they deliberately do it because they make out they don't know.
there are certain people that do it 100% for a reaction.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he did it, about 15 minutes ago, a German tourist just walked straight into the archway there to take a picture of the soldier right next to her head. Obviously, she told him to get out of the arches, but the level of stupidity is just, it really does surprise me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? It's priceless, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah.
You know, it is funny, but at the same time, you kind of have to not get angry about it because it's disrespectful to the troopers.
Exactly.
They're just so beautiful, aren't they? Really?
They're not here for entertainment, really. They're here to do a job. They do that whether you're here or not.
And sadly, a lot of the tourists don't get that. They think it's some kind of Disneyland circus. Or some of them actually have thought and said to me before that they thought the soldiers were in costume.
Oh my gosh, really?
I swear, yeah. They actually didn't know that they're serving members of the British. I know. And it's
I bet those soldiers, I bet what goes through their head when they're sat here.
yeah, I mean, and a lot worse. I've sat around the canteen table listening to them talking about what they think about some of the tourists.
And look, and you know, and unfortunately they're not allowed to say anything.
Except get back.
If they could, get back and let go of the reins.
Yeah, I know what they like to say.
Oh God,
yes,
I
I'm
can
sure.
You know,
imagine. Well, I would. I sit and watch it at home and I go, why would you do that?
and if that's on TV, your guys are not on it, we're not on it, the soldiers on it. That's exactly it. If it gets your blood pressure up at home, imagine how it feels for these guys.
Yeah.
Because
You know?
like you say, I've had horses, my last one died last year, but the stupidity of some people, whether, you know, if you stood still or you talk to somebody and then somebody else will come up and just, what right have they got to come and grab your... You know
Exactly
what I mean?
that. If somebody walked on and grabbed my, I don't know, crown jewels, I'd be pretty upset.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
It's my stuff, don't touch it. You know what I mean? It's just
Yep.
bizarre behaviour
They're
sometimes.
absolutely stunning animals, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
This one I'm 90% certain, although I didn't have a good look at the number, I'm pretty sure his name is Norseman. Norseman, yeah, I'm reasonably certain it's Norseman. I try not to pull out.
Numbers then?
On the right hoof, it's got RHGD, which is Royal Horseguards with First Dragoons.
Oh, right.
That's the original name of the regiment.
Yeah.
And on the front left hoof, you should see a little number.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they're not really that clear. They get a bit worn down, or the toe clip sometimes goes over it. But I think it's Norseman because that very, very unusual sort of diamond blaze.
The hoof goes,
Yeah.
Yep. I
So
didn't
how
see
often
it.
do you come here?
I live nearby, so I try to do 4 or 5 1 hour, 15-minute vlogs a week because this is
It's
just
obviously you that I watch then.
mind-bogglingly popular outside of the UK.
Yeah.
Especially in the US, Canada, Australia, people love to watch.
I don't even know
Yeah.
how I come across it
Yeah.
on YouTube, but I just put it in my favourites and notification every time something
And
comes
boom.
up. And I'm like, yeah, look at this ticket now. There's
So I'm
another one
guessing
here.
it wasn't either of you two that just decided to give the horse the carrot this
No,
morning.
I just said somebody's giving it.
I didn't see it either, but yeah, somebody,
Absolutely not.
at least once or twice a week, somebody will come along with an apple or ask if they can give mince or a carrot or a mixture. Occasionally, until quite recently, some of the soldiers would say, yeah, okay. But I always found that surprising because you don't know what might well be in it.
Yeah, are they changing now then?
They're about to get a new horse. They're just going to take this one off, and we're going to get 2 new ones.
Have a video then.
In a minute, the police will come out and tell all this lot to get behind the bollards. But a lot of people don't know what bollards are.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, they don't want to know.
Or that, yeah, exactly that.
Like it.
Like I said,
Yep.
I think sometimes they just play dumb.
I bet he's glad to be going. Will you go for a cup of tea now?
he will have, I mean, not 100%, but almost always, they will have a 1 hour off. So, for example, if he had the first shift this morning, say 10 until 11, he'll then have an hour off, be back at the 12 shift. Not always, but in the worst way, one soldier will do 3 hours a day, that's it. Which is a lot, but I wouldn't say it's too much. They're okay with that.
For me, they're an hour at a time.
Yeah, they come out at 10 a.m. And they finish at 4.
Otherwise, it's a long time stuck all day. They wouldn't do that.
Yep. The soldiers inside though that stand on foot are there for 2 hours. Yep. Yeah. Okay, folks. Pleased to tell everybody to get behind the bollards. They've been actually pretty smart this morning. They've closed both the side gates. That avoids anyone trying to sneak in during the changeover. They do seem, and a lot of you mentioned this in the comments, they do seem, if not understaffed, then certainly not fully staffed, I've noticed in the past week. Right, who's up next? Horsewise. Recule. So I think that the French word for bollard is barrier. Okay, it's all in winter order. In fact, all the troopers are in winter order. Today's also the first day this year they've changed from summer uniform into winter order, the long cloaks.
It's hot today.
Yeah, and it's annoyingly hot. They're probably sweating their whatever's off, to be honest.
Typical.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to send this to our friend in New Zealand today.
Which one of you is going to go up and touch the horse then before you send the video?
If it was that wasn't there, then I'd go and have my photo. Like I said, I wouldn't insult them.
I think the problem is, and in a very small part, people filming it have been part of the problem. This place has now become so popular. It used to be off the tourist trail.
Absolutely.
Now everybody comes here.
Yeah.
You know, which is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's a big spot now, isn't it?
Absolutely good.
Folks, the 2 new horses are out. I'm going to try and have a look at which one it is when it's in the box.
So, this is just something that you're not connected to these?
I don't work for the army. No, I'm independent.
It's just something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I mean, I started filming here. It got crazy popular.
Yeah, it does,
So,
doesn't it?
look at this, 1952.
Wow. Yeah.
Notice how many tourists there are.
Yeah,
None.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, I think we've got a blues back that's been possibly off at Bulford for a while. I haven't seen him in months. Okay, it's the same guy I'm thinking it's about to enter the box.
Do you have to wait to be told to move then?
In a second, he
Yeah.
will give a nod. Lance Corporal of Horse, this chap in the centre, will give a nod, and then the 2 horses will go through the front gate.
Yeah, it's just nodded in.
And they're off. Well, folks. Could be history in the making. Very, very famous trooper. The first time I've ever seen him in the box on a horse. And I've known him for 2 years. So either I've got a bad memory, or this is his first time in the box. I'm glad admire that we are at this end this morning. Remind me, folks, have we ever seen this trooper before as a boxman? I'm pretty sure that he and a certain other recently retired trooper have not been seen in the box. I don't remember. If any of you remember ever seeing him in a box, let me know, because I don't. In fact, I'm going to message him and ask him later if today was his first day. He's looking pretty sharp. This is when the crowd from Buckingham Palace arrive.
Oh,
Because the guard change at the palace finishes at 11:30.
Right,
By the time they get out and walk along the Mall,
sure.
deluge. Look at it.
You just walk in front of the end.
Yep.
There
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Right, folks, I'm going to zip myself up. My phone, that is.
There for a reason. Isn't it?
Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, Dad's saying get out the box. Gosh, the gates are jammed, I think is the only way to describe them this morning. Look at this. Absolutely chock-a-block with tourists coming out. Oh. Got some in my hat, folks. Somebody was prodding me. Oh, he's moving. Instead of shouting at anybody or the kids, he's moving the horse forward to shoo them out of the box.
Is that the horse doing that? The horses.
Yeah, the soldiers often will use the horse. None of them actually ever want to shout at kids.
Right.
Last week, for example, one tour guide made a mistake and wheeled a disabled lady in a chair into the box. The soldier would never, he had to say to her, get out, but obviously she couldn't move herself.
Yeah.
So they had to pull her out of the box. Oh, you would be very surprised about some of the tourists stand next to the horse and take pictures when it's out spinning around, thinking it's some kind of a joke. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't move when your horse is kicking on.
Exactly. Shocking, isn't it, to be honest?
Yeah.
It's just stupidity. It's best.
Luckily, no one yet. There have been a couple of close calls where the horse has really lost it in the yard and gone close to the groups of tourists in the corners.
Yeah.
No one yet has been trampled, but I can see it happening at some point.
It won't happen.
And it'll be their own fault. If the horse is clearly nervous and acting up, best thing to do is run in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
But for some weird reason, a lot of the tourists run toward the horse.
Yeah.
For a photo op.
Like I said, I don't know if they're just genuinely ignorant or they act stupid just to try and get away with it. I don't know.
I think it's both. A lot of people that visit here, 100%, I've spoken to many, have never ever been next to an actual horse in their entire life. People from big cities around the world where they don't have any kind of guard. So they come here, they see it, they're like, oh, wow. Oh!
You're not sick for 2 weeks.
Did you hear? I was talking about you in my video. We were all wishing you well. So many people are asking, where's Colin, how's Colin, where's he been?
Yeah.
You're right.
They cut my digestive bit. They took the hernia out,
Yep.
bit we think. That's why they cut my digestive bit out of my stomach.
How do you feel though? I mean, you look
Yeah, I
really,
feel
you look
alright,
like
I
you
feel
lost
alright.
weight and you look...
I feel okay, yeah.
Yeah?
But I was in hospital for 2 weeks. I was out 1 week, went back, came out the Wednesday, I was sick as a fucking dog. Went back to
Yeah, I bet.
A&E, then 5 days in hospital. But today was my second day out.
People have mentioned that some people have seen you in the back of pictures up at Windsor last week.
Yeah, I was.
So I was thinking, okay, he must be alright if he's out and about already
I was
in
in
Windsor.
Windsor, yes.
See people actually looking out like, where's
So
Colin?
there's TikTok coming around, isn't there? Someone keeps an eye
And I never film it. I never go to Windsor.
Yeah,
So they've
I was
obviously
up there.
spotted you in other people's
I
videos.
was out there a couple of times. My mother took me in the car, so I was out a couple of times out. I went indoors. The doctors in the hospital said that you're not allowed to stay indoors. If you get out, you've got to get out and about. You
Push
don't
through it.
stay indoors.
Yep.
So that's what I've done. All right. My mum took me to Windsor a couple of times, and then and that was it. So I was all right.
You're definitely looking a little bit slim.
Yeah.
Dropped a bit of weight, haven't you? I can
had-
tell.
But do you know what I was eating? Was what's it called? Soup, ice cream and jelly for about 4 days.
Ordinarily, when you're healthy, that's like a dream diet, but
Yeah,
when
and
you're
then
not
all
well.
of a sudden I was living on the drip, so I couldn't eat anything. So I was living on the drip most of the time. And then by the time I was going home, they let me eat, so they wanted me to poop. But how can you poop when you ain't got no food in?
Exactly that, and it's the funny thing. I was just about to ask you if you've seen what's that young photographer's name, the one that's always sort of here as well.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
Me too. He's like he vanished. What was it? Bram? Oh,
Here he is, yeah.
Where have you been?
Busy.
Busy. Yeah.
Working.
Real life. Notice how things have changed here. How kind of ridiculous things are getting with. I mean,
Yeah, busy here. Look at it, state here.
yeah, it's becoming a bit of a problem, to be
Well,
honest.
it was big. It was a bit of a problem down there tonight. Today, it was everybody about. There's loads of people changing the car. It's because the kids on holiday, isn't it?
That and the fact that I don't know if you noticed, but there have been at least 10, 15 new faces.
Yeah, I was
All
on
doing
kit ride
Facebook
the other
crap.
day. I've been to doing some kit ride rehearsals. I was here yesterday. I was up there Friday, and came here today.
Happy to be back there, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm not well. At least I can get out and about now.
I mean, look at this. Perfect day to be back in London as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first day back.
So I've got to go and see him tomorrow. See what he's got to say.
Oh, see the other one.
Anyway, see you
Okay.
later.
Out for it.
Okay, nice to meet you, ladies. Okay, you too. Bye. Yeah, I was thinking what happens. I mean, you did a bit of Buckingham Palace recently. I think I saw on your feed, or were they old images?
It's up there on Sunday. That one.
You see those dopey twins about at Buckingham? Oh goodness me! What a surprise, eh? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not the first time we've seen Trooper F on a horse? I've never seen him on the horse before. I'm sure it's his first ever time in the box.
I saw Steve today. And he's just found out there's a state visit. No.
Wait, are you talking about lifeguards? This Steve lifeguards? That, a different one. Ah,
He's only just found out there's a state visit. I knew about it. I talked to him. You found out when I found out.
it's okay.
Ages ago.
When's the state visit?
37.
Who is it?
Qatar.
Wait, who?
Qatar.
Oh, Qatar. Ah, okay. So in other words, not really worth bothering.
Yeah, it was still good to see it. I love seeing them. I like seeing them. Brilliant.
Oh goodness. Glad you two all right though.
Yeah, everything's
It's not the same there, folks. Without sensible, respectful people. Yeah, the usual. I know.
King's trip back's in November, no.
Do we,
25th.
is it the 25th? Is that
Yeah,
confirmed?
25th December, November to the 7th of December.
Okay, so less than a month to go. This is good.
So no links
Wow, guys, we've got
posted
giant haystacks in the video today.
I might set some pictures from that kids.
Right, guys, I will move to the other end a little bit. 1 second. So, as if the video couldn't end absolutely perfectly, so many of you were asking, where is Colin? How is Colin? He's back, and so is Charlie as well. So, both the army photographers are absolutely fine and doing well. One's been away, the other was in hospital. Massive number of people, folks. Obviously, I was talking with the ladies, then with the chaps. Apologies for getting a little distracted. I might, still thinking about it, drop a part 2. We'll see how it goes. It's very busy, everybody. Pardon. Okay, we're back at the front. And it's packed, look at it, it is absolutely chock-a-wocka. Okay, so who have we got? I wasn't even noticing actually. So the troop at the other end, we are reasonably certain. The photographers can't remember seeing him in the box either. So a real surprise that. And if there is going to be a part 2, then I will focus on him. Although actually, guys, 1 second. Sorry, excuse me. I will go back to the other end just because if it is this trooper's first ever day in the box, then it's only right that I get some pictures. Not only for potential picture of the day, but also for him. 1 second. So if we can squeeze in. Oh my good lord, it is really chock-a-wocka. Crazy. Okay, let's get the phone out. Super busy.
Yep. Yes.
Look at which one we've got.
On his own again.
She's not being respected very much this end at the moment, to be honest. Look. Love it. Trooper using the horse to force the box. Better than using his voice and ending up horse, I guess. What's she doing? That is an ingenious solution to a simple problem.
Watschen und auch, dass jemand kalt wird, oder? Na komm, fass es an.
Still here, folks. We're getting very, very, very close to the end of part 1, regrettably. Oh, she's back for round 2. Such a shame, guys. I can't get both sides of the box and the trooper's head in the frame. It's always the kids that have been better behaved than the adults, folks, every time. Step back a bit and finish up. One thing I'm thinking there, guys, is that it might not necessarily be a good thing if the troopers do use the horses to shoot the tourists back. Let me explain why. If that becomes the norm, we're going to get so many tourists coming here, like this lady, for example, on the left, and others, that will specifically walk into the box and get closer, knowing, one, they're not going to get shouted at all likelihood, in other words, get embarrassed on camera, but two, that they will get a reaction. They'll get the horse approaching. If the trooper's going to sort of try and drive them back out of the box, the horse will be approaching them as they're doing their little selfie video. So I think that might actually cause more problems than it would potentially solve if the troopers use the horse to move the tourists back. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I might be back with a brief part 2. I'm still on the fence a teeny bit. We'll see. But for the moment, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Bye for now.